Hi all, I wanted to make a quick video about my outlook for Nifty, Bank Nifty, Finnifty and Midcap Nifty for tomorrow, which is the 20th of March 2024. Before I begin, I would request you to read the disclaimer on screen and also in the description below. Please note, we are an education channel. All content over here is only for the sake of education. Alright, so take some time out to read the disclaimers. With that said, let's proceed. Now, let's start with the Nifty chart. This is the Nifty chart. You're watching it on the 4-hour time frame. This is how it looks. Nifty was respecting this trend line all along. This trend line was broken on the 13th of March and we have been below that trend line so far. I use custom Fibonacci levels. There's a video on custom advanced Fibonacci retracement levels on my channel. If you want to use the same Fibonacci that I use, kindly watch that video and study the content of that video and use those levels as your default levels if you so choose to. So my levels are based on custom levels. This is not your normal Fibonacci. All right. Now what we see over here is Nifty was all along in this rally making higher lows and higher highs. It hit a peak over here on the 7th of March, and since then it's been going down. Currently we are sitting on some sort of a support. If this breaks, the next support is at 21710, and then the next support is at 21500. All right, so if you want, I'll zoom this. You can save these levels and act accordingly. Anything can happen at this stage because the next 2 days are going to be news driven. There's a Fed rate cut meeting, and then there will be your normal Fed chair talking. A lot of people take hints from there as well. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, the markets are going to be news driven. So keep that also in mind while reading this chart. All right, so Nifty looks like this. If it tries to go up, then it will face its first resistance over here at 21911, and then a very strong resistance over here at 22118. Lower levels I've already mentioned from here. If currently also it's at a somewhat of a support because it's all these highs over here, but if it breaks, it'll take support over here at 21712. If that breaks, it may take support at 21600, and then this yellow line over here 21500, and then there's a very big support at 21300. All right, so that is as far as Nifty is concerned. Let's go to the Midcap Nifty now. Guys, Midcap Nifty also, if you see, we are using our custom Fibonacci. Midcap Nifty was respecting this trend line all along. This was broken on the 12th of March. Since then, it's been below this line. And then this blue level was very important. It has breached that level today. So now it's currently sitting at a support. This level that is very important is 10410. I've also snapshotted this view and given it on the Telegram channel. If you are not subscribed to our Telegram channel, then please subscribe to our free Telegram channel. Link is given in the description below in all our videos. If this breaks, the next support is at 10,000, and below that it's at 9868, and then there's a very strong support at 9720. All right, over here. Sometimes between the lines, somewhere in the midpoint, indices tries to take rest. That also happens. All right, like you see, this is the Fibonacci level and this is the Fibonacci level. These yellow lines are center points in that. This is the absolute center. This is the center between the center and the top line, and this is the center between the center and the lower line. So it takes supports at all these levels, hence I've drawn it. So regarding Midcap Nifty, very crucial level it's sitting on. Ideally, it should go down from here. But as I said, the next 2 days are very news driven. So keep that in mind. These levels will help you navigate through. Now, if it tries to go up, then this yellow line will be the resistance level at 10280. All right. If it breaks that, then it will take resistance between these two lines which will be at 10430, and then a very good resistance at 10560. After that, we'll discuss in some other video. Right now, it can't do more than that in the next 2 days. So this is how the Midcap Nifty looks. Now let's go to the Bank Nifty. This is how the Bank Nifty looks. It's got a very strong support. Bank Nifty there was a very big slide down over here. Then it was respecting this trend line, which it broke 2-3 days back. It's also out of this channel now, as you can see very clearly on screen. Again, we are using a 4-hour chart. It's already touched this support line once, which is at 46111. Again, that is going to act as a support, which is 46. You can say 46,100 is a very strong support. If that breaks, then the very next strong support is 45,690, or you can say 45,700, and below that a very strong support at 45,280. all right, so these are the levels. As I mentioned, the same rules can apply over here, that somewhere between these lines it can try and take support. So somewhere over here where my mouse is, and somewhere over here also where my mouse is. If you want, I'll draw and show you how I do this. So these are two Fibonacci levels. I've already drawn a center line in between. From the center line, if you hit the top here, you will get that, and then we make another line. So these are center points between two Fibonacci's. All right, we'll do the same at the bottom also. This is the midpoint from here to this Fibonacci level. We shall consider and then draw a line. There you go. So Nifty Bank looks something like this. All right, I've drawn the support levels for you. If it tries to go up, it'll face very strong resistance at 46,520, and then a very strong hard resistance at 46,930. all right, so these are the levels which was earlier the support. It will face resistance at. Channel is broken, as I said, currently looking weak. All right, and also the point to note is they are balancing the Bank Nifty in such a way. One day the public sector banks become weak and the private banks hold Nifty. Next day the private banks become weak and the public sector banks hold Nifty. That is also seen. Also, what is noticeable is in the last 4-5 sessions, profit booking is taking place in the public sector banks. So keep that also in mind. All right, so the chances of Nifty Bank sliding lower cannot be ruled out. However, as I mentioned, next 2 days are going to be very news driven. Let's look at Finnifty also. Now Finnifty chart will look very similar to the Bank Nifty chart. It almost is kind of a replica. You can say the same things about Finnifty that you could say about Bank Nifty. However, there's the channel pattern is not very defined over here, so we will not get into that. What we will get into is this is a very strong support, and it's very close to that support right now. Support is at 20516, yeah, 20516, or you can say 20,500. And if that breaks, then there's a very strong support at 20,380. On the way up, if it tries to go up, it'll face strong resistance at 2650, that is 20,650, and then a very strong resistance at 20,790. So these are the levels for Finnifty. All right, keep these things in mind. Consider the fact that the next 2 days are going to be news driven. Also consider the facts that indices are looking a little weak today because of the block deal in TCS. TCS dropped 4.22%. There was a 175 rupee drop in TCS today alone. Nifty Infosys dropped 2.57%, which is 41 rupees 20 paisa. Reliance also was close to 1% weak today. So all in all, indices are looking weak. Weakest of the lot may be Midcap Nifty, followed by Nifty and Bank Nifty. All right, so that is the view. These levels will help you navigate. If the market goes up also, it will help you. If the market comes down also, it will help you. All right, so mark these levels and try to use them as and how things develop. Also, please note that the Fibonacci I'm using is not the normal Fibonacci. I've mentioned that many times. Advanced Fibonacci retracement levels are, there's a video on my channel regarding the same. You can watch that video, follow the instructions in that video, and use the Fibonacci that I use. All right. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this content was of some use to you. If it was, then please like and subscribe to the channel, share it with your family and friends. Also subscribe to our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description below in all our videos. I'll see you in another video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.